Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Newcastle are keen to sign a young United star, and Casemiro expresses frustration after being humbled by Grimsby Town. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Newcastle United eye move for Manchester United's young star. Newcastle United have reached out to Manchester United to inquire about the terms for a potential transfer of Casemiro. The young midfielder's future at Old Trafford remains uncertain, as he is yet to feature in United's opening 2 Premier League matches. The England international has every reason to feel frustrated with manager Ruben Amorim's current approach to his role, particularly as the Red Devils are still searching for their first victory of the season. Manu is reportedly open to a move away from Manchester United, with the club likely to demand around £60 million for his services. This development has caught many United fans by surprise, as they had anticipated the academy graduate would play a significant part under Amorim's management. Newcastle, meanwhile, have faced a challenging transfer window, finding it difficult to secure several of their top targets. While Jacob Ramsey, Anthony Elanga, Malik Thiaw, and Aaron Ramsdale have all joined the Magpies at St. James Park, only 1 or 2 are expected to be regular starters in Eddie Howe's lineup. For Manu, securing a consistent spot in the England national team is a key ambition, but his chances of even making the squad could be at risk if he remains on the bench at United. Leaving his boyhood club, where he rose through the ranks at Carrington, will be a tough call for the young midfielder. However, prioritizing regular first-team football is crucial for his development and career progression. Casemiro speaks out after humiliating defeat to Grimsby Town. Manchester United suffered a shocking defeat in the second round of the 2025-2026 Carabao Cup against League 2 side Grimsby Town at Blundell Park. The match ended in a draw after normal time, but Grimsby Town triumphed in a dramatic penalty shootout after Brian Bumo failed to convert the decisive kick. This loss marks one of the most embarrassing moments in United's history, as they were knocked out by a 4th-tier side in this competition for the first time. The raucous atmosphere at Blundell Park made life difficult for United throughout the match. Despite their League 2 status, Grimsby Town put on a remarkable display in front of their passionate home crowd. They took the lead with a clever counterattack in the first half, capitalizing on United's defensive lapses. Although United briefly turned the game around with 2 goals, Grimsby showed resilience, equalizing in the dying moments through a goal sparked by another defensive error. The Blundell Park faithful erupted in celebration, hailing their team's heroic performance. This defeat compounds Manchester United's struggles at the start of the 2025-2026 season, and this loss at Blundell Park piles further pressure on the Portuguese manager. Being eliminated in the second round of the Carabao Cup for the first time since 2014, especially against a side like Grimsby, highlights serious issues with the team's consistency and mentality. It's a bitter blow to the club's reputation. Ruben Amorim didn't hold back in his post-match comments, slamming his players' performance. In his press conference, he called Grimsby Town the better side on the night, pointing to a lack of intensity and poor attitude from his squad. Amorim stressed that the defeat reflected deeper mental frailties within the team, who are still struggling to adapt to his vision. He also questioned the commitment of some players to handle the pressure of playing for a club of United stature. The reaction on social media was fierce, with United fans venting their frustration. Some called for Amorim's sacking, while others blamed the club's hierarchy for failing to sign top-quality players. The defeat at Blundell Park sparked heated debates about the squad's future, particularly targeting players seen as underperforming. The loss also dented United's image in the eyes of their rivals. Casemiro, who was left out of the matchday squad, expressed his deep disappointment. "We were an embarrassment. Our performance didn't show we're a big club, and losing to Grimsby Town, no disrespect intended, is unacceptable. We need to look at ourselves and work harder to respect this club," he said. Casemiro's words underline that this defeat wasn't just about tactics, but also about the team's mentality and pride. The penalty shootout was the climax of the drama at Blundell Park, with both teams showing extraordinary composure from the spot. However, Bryan Mbeumo's failure to score the decisive penalty sealed United's fate. Mbeumo, a summer signing, appeared overwhelmed by the hostile Blundell Park atmosphere and the weight of the moment. His miss drew sharp criticism from fans, who questioned his mental readiness to play for United. This defeat raises serious questions about Amorim's long-term strategy at Manchester United. While regarded as a talented coach, this poor result has led some to doubt his ability to restore United to their former glory. Some pundits argue that Amorim needs time to build a team in his image, but the intense pressure from fans and the English media could force a quicker judgment on his future. The Blundell Park debacle is a stark warning that United must turn things around swiftly. For Grimsby Town, this victory is a historic moment that their fans will cherish forever. The win at Blundell Park not only brought pride, but also a financial boost for the small club. Meanwhile, Manchester United must quickly recover from this low point if they hope to salvage their season and restore the faith of their supporters. Tottenham Hotspur offered chance to sign Manchester United's Jadon Sancho. Tottenham Hotspur have been presented with an opportunity to sign Manchester United's out-of-favour forward, Jadon Sancho. The 25-year-old Englishman, once a shining talent, has struggled to find his footing at Old Trafford since his high-profile transfer from Borussia Dortmund in 2021. Despite arriving with immense expectations, Sancho has failed to replicate the scintillating form he displayed in Germany. Sancho's time at Manchester United has been turbulent, marked by a public fallout with former manager Erik ten Hag. The disagreement led to the winger being sidelined, culminating in a loan move back to Borussia Dortmund in January of the previous year. During his stint in Germany, Sancho showed glimpses of his former brilliance, but Dortmund ultimately decided against making the move permanent. Following his return to Manchester United, another loan spell was arranged, this time with Chelsea, during the last summer transfer window. The deal included a conditional obligation to buy, which was triggered. However, negotiations over personal terms with the Blues fell through, as Sancho was unwilling to compromise on his substantial United salary. Consequently, Chelsea paid a small penalty to return him to Manchester. Back at Old Trafford, Sancho's prospects have not improved. Current Manchester United manager Ruben has made it clear that the forward is not part of his plans, excluding him from first-team activities. With the transfer window nearing its close, United are keen to offload the player before the deadline next week, hoping to recoup some value from their investment. Tottenham's interest in Sancho comes at a time when they are actively seeking to bolster their attacking options. The North London club recently parted ways with their talismanic winger, Son Heung-min, creating a void in their squad. Spurs have identified Manchester City's Savinho as their primary target to fill the gap, but negotiations for the Brazilian have proven challenging. With the Savinho deal stalling, Tottenham are now considering a move for Sancho as an alternative. The former Dortmund star's versatility, capable of playing on either flank, makes him an attractive option. Furthermore, with his contract at Manchester United set to expire at the end of the current campaign, Spurs could potentially secure his services at a reduced cost. Sancho, valued at approximately £24 million, still has time to revive his career at the age of 25. His pace, flair, and ability to create chances could make him a valuable addition to Ange Postecoglou's squad. Tottenham's attacking style of play under the Australian manager could provide the ideal environment for Sancho to rediscover his form. The prospect of a move to Tottenham could offer Sancho a fresh start in the Premier League. After a challenging few years, a change of scenery might be exactly what the young forward needs to reignite his career. For Spurs, signing a player of Sancho's caliber, albeit one in need of redemption, could represent a calculated risk with significant potential rewards. As the transfer deadline looms, it remains to be seen whether Tottenham will act on the opportunity to sign Sancho. The North London club's decision could hinge on their progress in negotiations for other targets, but with time running out, a move for the Manchester United outcast could prove to be a shrewd piece of business if they can unlock his undoubted potential. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.